Hello, my name is Cedric Ballard.
And I'm Kimberly Ballard.
And we're hosting our new show, Intentional Tuesday, every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on It's All Gospel internet radio station.
Yes, so please be sure to tell your friends and your families to tune in every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m.
Listen, you better be ready because it's on.
It's on.
It's All Gospel. Hello. Hello. Welcome to Intentional Tuesday.
It's Intentional Tuesday.
My name is Cedric Ballard, and this is
Kimberly Ballard.
We're thankful for another episode of Intentional Tuesday right here on Facebook and YouTube. We're so thankful that we get to share with you another week. Hopefully your week has been good so far. Hopefully your weekend was good. And hopefully you're having a good rest of the night. Of course, we're here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, we're on It's All Gospel internet radio station. And that is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all, I can't tell you how thankful I am for all the opportunities that God is giving, but we'll have to say, man, it makes it even better being able to share with you all and get the opportunity to communicate and talk about things with you all. And y'all give your inputs and you give your comments and all that, and we thank you for each of you giving your comments and everything that you share with us. But I'm going to give you a little time to get on. So go ahead and come on and get on. This is definitely Intentional Tuesday today because I'm telling you right now, it took us a while to get on here. So I'm giving you a little minute.
Is everything okay, sir?
Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. So come on, like and share. Please share with somebody on your page. We got an interesting topic today. This is one my wife is really going to like. She's going to like this one.
Am I?
Yes.
Well, I like all of them, so of course,
Yeah, I mean, it can really be a little crazy. But tonight is going to be especially real crazy. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be something you're going to really enjoy.
Well, I guess that would be a Cedric Ballard thing. That's Cedric Ballard for you.
God, I'll tell you.
Cedric Ballard.
So when you come on, let us know where you are coming on from.
Yes. Hey, family, friends.
Yeah, we want to know.
Coming in.
We want to know what's happening.
It's good to see y'all tonight.
Yeah. We want to know. We're giving you a few more minutes, and then we're about to give you about 30 more seconds, and we're about to get on and go.
Because you're ready.
I kind of am.
I can tell you're ready.
Mm-hmm. I kind of am. I'm really anticipating this conversation.
Really. Great. Mm-hmm. I'm loving the energy tonight.
Yes. It's real. It's real.
Well, I'm glad you're on one accord tonight because last week you wasn't.
Last week we did not do well with coordination.
No, you didn't do well.
No. Clearly it was me doing well and you switching the outfit and the attire because I had on something earlier today and you saw fit based on what I had on to match me, which you could have done last week.
No, the problem was I was already dressed last week. We talked about this. You want to go back and watch it? You came out with a Lifesaver sweater on. And I had on something totally different. So,
you
look nice tonight, okay? With your little jean shirt.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Look wonderful as well.
Well, thank you.
So, like I said, we're going to give y'all a few more minutes, but I think I'm ready.
You ready? Let's do it.
I think I am.
Let's do it. I think people are ready. Look at them.
I want to know if you can hear us. I want to know everybody who can hear us. I want to be able to know you can hear us. Just hit the thumbs up to let us know. Is it thumbs like this? It's thumbs like this. Okay. No. I'm talking about the one.
I mean, they're both thumbs.
So, yeah, thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. I need to know what's going on. Okay. Tonight.
Uh-oh. Hold on. You gonna go into the topic of what you about to talk about?
You know what?
No, let's do the what's the day?
Okay, today. Today
National
is
what?
Oh, good question.
And I want to let you know that you skipped it last week. So
yeah, I skipped it last week
because you went right into the topic last week.
Yeah, something was happening. I don't know what went down, but something was happening.
Right.
And I couldn't go into it.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what today is. National Strawberry Day. Today's National Strawberry Day.
National Strawberry Day.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's National Strawberry Day. That's all I know. I mean, What do you mean? What does it mean?
Okay. So you supposed to eat strawberries?
You just
eat strawberries. What do you do on Strawberry Day?
It's National Strawberry Day.
Okay.
So
okay.
I mean, that's what it said.
Okay, so National Strawberry Day it is.
Here go the rest of it.
Okay, what else is it?
National Retro Day.
Now I can get with retro.
You can't get with strawberries?
I can give strawberries. I can give with retro more than I give with strawberries.
Okay.
I can get with that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
and National Polar Bear Day. Polar bear.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why.
Here goes. Today is Anosmia Awareness Day. Am I saying that right? Anosmia. That's when you lose the sense of smell, and you don't have the sense of smell. It's called anosmia. ANOS. Yep.
Right. You lost your sense of smell.
ANOSMIA is what this is.
You literally froze up.
Yeah, because because even though you're right, you do lose your sense of smell when you have COVID. Yeah. I do agree with that, but that's not what that is.
Right. That's the first thing came up. Okay, got it.
See how we still dealing with the effects of COVID? That thing ain't left us. Okay, so yeah, that's what today is.
Okay, cool.
All right. So those of you who have ever lost or has I guess that's a disorder that you lose your sense of smell. I'm not sure.
I would think so.
I would lose my mind to not be able to smell something.
Taste, right, as well.
It affects everything.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Oh, you can. Mighty God, to live like that.
Wouldn't know how to do that. I couldn't.
So that means you could eat anything.
No.
You said
once you
taste it, you smell it, you taste it.
So you have to taste everything to know if you like it or not.
What a waste.
Oh well.
I pray for those who deal with that.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
So today, we want to talk about something specific. We need your comments on this one. Oh, we need your involvement.
And I have no idea what it is, apparently.
Okay, tonight's topic is I don't want to be pregnant.
I don't. What? I like to hear this. Let's see where you going with this. I don't want to be pregnant.
And I know immediately when y'all hear that kind of stuff, the ladies immediately go to
I want to be pregnant.
The biological pregnancy, where you have the issues of your body kind of being all out of whack and you gaining weight and your appetite is all out of whack. And
just the fact of carrying that weight.
And you carrying that weight and all that kind of stuff.
And the thought of another child.
But would you believe that right in alignment with that is the weight of your assignment?
Oh, I want to be pregnant. I changed my mind.
I'm telling you right now, we're going to dive into this. Because some of you thought when you were praying about what God, I want you to do for me, because I know that I can do this and I know I can do that. And God, I need you to do this and move in this way. and you fasted and you prayed and you gave and you did all those type of
Watch
things.
it, sir. Watch it.
And boom, when that thing got activated inside of you, when that egg got inseminated,
Ooh,
and it became a situation where growth began,
come on.
that what was once dormant on the inside became a living thing. Now stuff starts to move and flow, and things starts to go in places and do things that it didn't normally do, because it wasn't a time in that moment, at least, where what was alive now, what is alive now, was alive then.
So the person,
It was always there.
Mm.
Wait a minute, y'all have always had what it took to be pregnant. It just wasn't the right thing that activated what was inside of you to come alive.
So you didn't have the correct nourishment.
Yeah. Once that which was in you got inseminated and it got activated, all of a sudden now you feel movement. But with movement, there's tension. And with tension, there's frustration, aggravation, irritation. And I'm saying to you, there are some moments and times, if you be honest, the thought that comes across your mind is, I don't want to be pregnant.
Yeah.
We're going to dig into it. Yes, we are.
Well, let's go.
We're going to dive into it. We're going to dig into it, because I'm telling you right now, it's a situation where we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it big time. We need to talk about it so much so because we got a generation of people who are saying they ready for this and that and the other, ready for leadership, ready to be on the stage, ready to have a microphone, ready to lead groups of people, ready to lead families, ready to lead all these things, but don't know the burden that goes with it.
Wow.
Don't know the weight that comes with it.
And not knowing it can lead to miscarriage.
All right, show's over. So it's good to see y'all Tuesday. All right.
It's a short one.
There's so many stories in the Bible where people were carrying things that they ultimately realized, I don't want it.
Yes.
I don't want that.
And it's like the people in the church or even on jobs. We see things and we like, oh, I want to be in that position and work hard at getting at it. And when you get in the seat, you be ready to give it back.
Yeah.
Because you didn't understand.
And so let me explain to the people, because I want them to understand. There may be some new people to Intentional Tuesday. Our goal is to make what's biblical practical. So a lot of times we'll talk on a subject that has a biblical premise, but we bring practical, we kind of extrapolate some practicality out of it. Okay. Mainly because we want to make sure you understand there are some people who may not understand it if we talk from a biblical theological standpoint all by itself. But if you never make it practical to me, it will make it seem like it was just a religious thing that happened that occurred back thousands of years ago. That was in the Bible. Yeah. These are not biblical stories that are fictional.
Right.
Okay. These are actual occurrences that have happened in our history, in our world, that we read about and talk about. And guess what? Because it's so intertwined and connected to real life, we get to see how it compares and how it really deals with us, how it relates to us. We get to see that.
Yes.
We get to see that. And so there are many times, man, that we have really asked for stuff and have been in a place where what we asked for, we didn't understand the other side to it. How many times, women, just talking to y'all specifically, I'm gonna talk to these men too. I'm gonna talk to women real quick. How many times as a young girl did you say, "Oh, I cannot wait till I have a baby"?
I used to say I was gonna have a kid every year.
I mean, y'all said it so many times as a little girl, y'all was looking at somebody else.
I love kids. And I used to say I was gonna have a kid every year.
Yeah.
Had the first kid and ended up with 2 in the end. And I came from a family of a lot of kids.
Yeah, you came from a family with a lot of kids. And then your mom came from a family with even more kids. And then your mom's mama came from a family with even more kids. So y'all come from a lot of kids. Now, let me tell you the crazy part about that. Well, I mean, that's just truth. I mean, I don't really know what you mean. That is truth now.
Okay, there's a lot of
But the reality is, you know, I kind of was the same way. My mom comes from a family of 12.
A lot.
It was her 12 siblings.
Yes.
Okay, brothers and sisters. Her mom came from a family of like 14 or so. Mm-hmm. My mom's sister had like 14 kids. Oh my God. You know, and most of the brothers and sisters, other than 2 or 3 of them, had, you know, several kids. Mm. In my generation, you know, I have a cousin who had 8 kids. Who has 8 kids, I'm sorry. And then I have
a lot.
Anyway, so my point is, I have several cousins who have a bunch of kids.
We have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we get it.
Okay.
We get it. So my grandmother had 17.
See what I'm saying? So in essence, what we're saying is there was a time when you see all these babies, you be kind of like, as a female, you be like, you know what? I can't wait to have my own kids. Or it could be the total extreme.
Opposite.
Which is I want none. I've seen all these kids in my family, in my household, all this time. I don't want no kid. It could be, but for the most part, eventually you'll come around to it. And most women do. And they get that baby bug. And they get that baby fever.
My grandmother said she only wanted 2 kids and ended up with 17. I told her don't tell that story no more.
Yeah.
God rest her soul.
So I don't know what happened.
I know.
What happened?
Mr. Willie. That's what happened. Mr. Willie. Willie Blake.
So as you can see, you know, it's one of those deals where even in her grandmother's case, what she wanted and what she got, 2 different things. Mm-hmm. But she already had what it took to make what she ultimately had. Right. You already walk around with everything it takes to be pregnant. All it takes is for the right thing to activate your egg. Wow. And then boom, life happens. That thing comes to life. Now, that's in the natural. In the spirit, it's the same way. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm saying to you, man, we're going to dive in just real briefly. We're not going to be on here too long. I think as I was talking to a few people on here about this show, what people liked about the show is that we didn't give you all the thuses and the thous and the yeah, we didn't give you all that. But it's not that we couldn't, but we wanted to make it more practical to the broader base of people who would be on here. The majority of the people that are on here are church people because they know what I do and they know what Kim do. And there are some, if not most, are already friends. So they're kind of already in the church. Right. But maybe that's the reason why they don't want to hear all that, because they hear it a lot anyway. Maybe you think that?
Maybe so. Or maybe there's somewhere where they're not breaking it down like this, making it more practical.
I just thought about that because if you've been in church or always in church, you may not want to hear it from a theological perspective all the time.
No.
Not for me. If I hear something practical from a person that is religious or a Christian or whatever, I would like to hear somewhat of a theological connection to your practicality. I would like it. I don't necessarily have to have it all the time, but it would be nice to know that you have a biblical basis to what you're talking about. So I don't know. I just thinking through this, and I'm going to read something to you. But just thinking through this, I'm thinking about all these ladies that I'm talking to right now who had in their mind, man, I want a baby. I want a baby one day.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it was a passing thought, and then maybe it quickly went away. But at some point, every female has felt that I think I want a baby
because they want that experience. It's just something that's supposed to happen or should happen for a woman. The women think, you know, a little girl thinks about growing up.
Yeah, that's true.
Comes from, you know, playing with dolls and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of it also has to do with you really wanting to love something.
Or something belonging to
and something you. Belonging and loving you back in that capacity. Yeah. I want to pose something to you, and I'm gonna read this because and I didn't bring my glasses. So I'm gonna read it because I got perfect vision.
You do, just blow it up.
Yeah.
Be perfect.
The process from pregnancy to birth is a very personal experience, so you must be careful who you allow into your birthing room.
Okay. Personal experience. Careful who you allow in your birthing room.
I'm gonna say that one time. I want to read that again because I'm gonna lead up to that. The process of pregnancy to birth. Get this. From pregnancy to birth. That means you go from being inseminated, then becoming pregnant, carrying the baby, then birthing the baby. You got to put yourself in a vulnerable place to be inseminated with a baby. I don't know a person that has not willfully, we're not talking about rape or none of that. We're not talking about none of that. I'm just talking about just natural cases, whether it was by accident or not, that was not willfully put in a position to have it by way of your actions. Whether you meant to have it in that time or not, because we got a lot of oops. Oh, we got a lot of that happening. Has always happened. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you that. But even in that, it's still a situation where you yourself was in a place of vulnerability, transparency. You allowed yourself to be open for you to ultimately be inseminated. Yes. And I'm saying to you, that's what you don't realize sometimes you're doing when you say those things like, you know, when you're praying to God and say, God, I want this, God, I want that, God, I want this, God, I want that. It's as if I'm saying to my spouse, I want this and I want that. And then she opens herself up, or I open myself up to get what I say I want from her. Or she gets what she opens up to get what she says she wants from me. She becomes vulnerable and transparent. She opens up herself to be inseminated, for her to receive that which she asks for. While she's asking, she doesn't know the other side of what she's been inseminated with. because the other side goes into pregnancy. Okay, so we go from being inseminated. I have in me already what I need to birth what I'm asking for.
Right.
I got it already. I got the organs, I got all this other kind of stuff. I got what I need. God has put in me everything I need to be inseminated and for what I'm asking for to come to pass. I got it already. And I need you to understand that. Each of you on here right now have everything you need to be inseminated and to become pregnant. Right now. Each and every one of you. Even the men. Because we're not talking about just the pregnancy as it relates to birth a child, natural child.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You have what it takes because God put it in you from birth. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What did he tell Jeremiah? It's I knew you before you was even born.
I formed you.
Before you. Yeah. I already knew your end from the beginning.
Yes.
Which means he already placed something in Jeremiah from the time he was inseminated. It was already implanted in him. So now that he's at the place where he is as it relates to what God is presenting him with. It's like, me? No, wait. Jeremiah's like, hold on now. Wait now. Me? And that's most of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He told Isaiah something similar. I'm telling you, all the Old Testament prophets have a few things in common. Because even Isaiah was like, wait a minute, time out. Not that I really see you for myself, I don't know if I want to because I'm unclean.
Yeah.
Hands unclean.
Yeah.
Tongue unclean. Everybody else around me unclean. You don't
miss a bet.
I'm not. There's a point in time when you have to realize and understand that when you are in a position for God to activate what's in you, there's no turning back from that process. The minute you've been inseminated, that the process begins. There is no reversing it.
It doesn't go away.
There's no reversing it. There is no reversing it. You can kill it, but you can't reverse it. What was always was. You can never say it was not.
Wow.
So you're never reversing it. You can't kill it.
So you can bring death to it.
But you can't reverse it. So now it's been activated, inseminated. Immediately you begin the process of pregnancy.
Wow.
Right? Once you begin that process of pregnancy, I'm sure my wife and all of you ladies can really talk through that very, 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 very specifically. Once you begin that process of pregnancy, there are a few things that happen. There are a few stages that you go through.
Trimesters.
In pregnancy.
Yes.
In pregnancy. And each trimester, each season has a different effect on you.
And different weight. It's a different weight. Yes.
How many can say, men and women, that each process, each step that you've gone on has been different for you?
Yes.
Because you're holding something, you're carrying something on the inside of you. It ain't birth yet, but it's in you.
Yes.
And you feel
the
fresh, you feel the tension.
You feel the nausea.
You feel it. You feel it.
Yes.
And when you go through these steps, you're going through it saying, okay, I can handle that. Oh, at first it's kind of like, oh my God.
The knots.
Thank you, God. Yeah, it's cute. It's kind of cute. Like, man, oh God. I remember
that baby start weighing on that bladder.
I remember seeing people being prophesied to about what God is birthing in them and to see how they responded. Oh my God, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Just like the doctor telling the woman, you are pregnant, and she didn't know it. She felt it. She felt a little different. She didn't quite know what it was. And just to make sure, she went to go to the doctor. The doctor says to her, yeah, the reason why certain things been happening to you is because you're pregnant. In some cases, that's exciting. That's like, oh my God, I've been wanting. In some cases, it may not be. In some cases, people are like, what in the world? Oh, you see both extremes? Because being pregnant, whether it's in the natural or even in the spiritual, is one of those things that you have to understand. It can bring an emotion out of you that you've never, ever experienced.
Yes.
Because it's something new.
Yes.
It's something different.
Yes.
Every child you've dealt with
different.
is something different.
Yes.
And something new in the birthing, in the pregnancy process. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And so I'm saying to you, you go from insemination, activation, to now pregnancy, where you got to carry something that you've never carried before.
Yes.
And you go through these stages. And we're going to break down these stages. This is not something we're going to do in one night. We'll go through, since my wife said I don't talk about the same thing every week, but we're going to do better about that. This is going to be another series.
Yes. Okay?
And for those who are just coming on, the name of this is I don't want to be pregnant. Because some of you are at places right now where you've been prophesied to that you have something on the inside of you that God is about to pull out, and God is about to do this, and God is about to do that, and you're about to birth this and birth that.
It sounds good when they prophesy.
Great. Huh? Sounds amazing.
I accept it.
Woo!
Then when it start manifesting.
We're going to go through the stages of pregnancy. You'll be amazed. God is so strategic. Good Lord. God is so strategic to have a process in the natural that correlates with the spiritual. Yes. It's so amazing how he does that. But that's how you know everything is spiritual.
Yes.
That's how you know everything is spiritual. Yes. Because he uses all of this for you to understand who he is and how this works in the spirit.
And in the natural. Yes.
So we're going to go through all that. We're going to go through all of that. We're going to go through all of that. I want to read this one more time because I want to make sure, because we're going to bridge this gap. But I'm kind of giving some foundation so that you can see where we're going to be going with this series. The process from pregnancy to birth is a very personal experience. That means it ain't for everybody.
Right.
That means you can't share this with everybody.
Yes.
That means you can have everybody on your team, in your circle, in your surroundings, in your environment. It's personal.
Yes.
I want somebody to type in the comments. Yes. It's personal.
Yes.
It's fine. I know some people may not understand why you're so distant right now, why you're so isolated right now, why you don't call them every day and have sessions where y'all on the phone 2 and 3 and 4 hours talking about everything but the right thing. I know they don't understand why you can't go and kick it with them every day, every night for happy hour, for the brunch, and for the late night karaoke.
Okay.
I know they don't understand why you miss some family outings or family events or family reunions or family gatherings.
Yeah.
They don't understand it. Mm-hmm. But folk who are pregnant understand.
Yes.
I can't be in every environment.
Nope.
Because certain environments will activate certain things in my body that it'll make me respond a different way. Yes. Some environments make me nauseous. Some environments will make me irritated in some way. Yeah. I don't even know why I'm irritated, but I'm irritated because I'm in this environment, and so I,
make it hormone.
Yeah, immediately I can start just flipping on people, and and people wondering what's this body doing? Well, because we probably need to be in this environment anyway.
Right. Same thing with pregnancy. Certain areas you can go into can stand certain smells. Couldn't be around it.
The Process from pregnancy to birth is a very personal experience. So you must be careful who you allow into your birthing room. We'll get to the because we ain't got to the birthing room yet. We ain't even got there yet. We haven't even gotten to the birthing room yet. Not yet. We'll get there.
It's not time for labor.
It's not time that we ain't did it yet. But I'm just telling you, just from the pregnancy itself, it's personal. I need you to write that in the comments, y'all. It's personal. It ain't for you to understand. You don't have to, because everybody ain't carrying what I'm carrying.
You're not.
Everybody ain't carrying what I'm carrying.
And you know, that's the first thing we have to understand. Everybody is not carrying what you are carrying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're not carrying what I'm carrying. So you don't get to tell me or try to make it seem like what I'm doing, how I'm responding, how I'm reacting is wrong or any type of way. It is what I'm having to deal with.
Yes. And nobody will fully understand it because it's not them.
Yeah.
That's carrying it.
Mm-hmm. So be careful who you allow into your space, your place, or your environment that God is using to develop your seed or your children. You need to be very careful because some of the people around you might look as though they are there to support you, but they have other motives and reasons.
Know the difference.
Put it down. Because your surroundings can help you through a pregnancy and can make it go well, or it can be one of the worst pregnancy experiences you ever had.
Yeah, very draining and frustrating. Yes. That's like being pregnant by someone who brings stress upon you, like the father of the child bringing stress upon you.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's your surroundings, the people that's in your circle.
And sometimes people being around you, you stress yourself. It's not necessarily them. You stress yourself because you want something out of them that they can give you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your pregnancy.
I'm saying to you, brother, we're talking about in the spirit, but we're comparing it to the natural because they do connect in more ways than you can imagine. We're going to go into all of that. I'm telling you, we are going into all of that. I cannot wait to get into all of that. I cannot wait because I really do believe it's going to help you, especially those of you who are creatives, those of you who have ministries, those of you who have an assignment to build or to birth something, to birth a company, to birth a business. You know, those of you who are entrepreneurs, those of you who really understand, you know, that there's something more that you should be doing. It's in you. You're pregnant with it. And you're trying to figure out, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? How do I handle this? Yeah, we're gonna dive into it. More than you know, what your mom's experience in pregnancy was, even though it's helpful to you, it's still not the same.
Right.
So yes, she can give you advice so that you can better understand from a certain perspective of what the expectations are while you are pregnant. But your experience is personal.
Yes.
I need you to get it because a lot of us are pregnant with stuff and we kind of throw it on other people about what we're experiencing. You know, whether that is, you know, some pains, abdominal pains, or, you know, can't sleep because you can't get comfortable, or, you know, or whatever those things that women go through when they're pregnant and they share that with their friends. Yeah. And their friends could give them advice and suggestions on what would help them because they had similar experiences. But even though it's similar, similarities does not mean exact.
That's true.
It does not mean the same.
That's true.
So yes, you can have similar experiences, where you have the ability to share with me what your experience was. It may or may not work for me.
Right.
Maybe, but maybe not.
Right. Yes.
And then we're going to talk about how do we get to the point of not wanting what was already in us. It's in you, and you feel the life in it, and you don't want it.
Yeah.
And that's not uncommon. I want to make sure I make it clear. It's not uncommon. Most of our greatest people in history, we've been dealing with Black History Month, the whole month of February, and some of the greatest Black history characters that we talk about are people that can say, I didn't want this.
Nope.
I didn't ask for this.
Nope.
But it was in me. I was pregnant with it.
Yes.
I was pregnant with this burden.
Yes.
I was pregnant with this situation. I was pregnant, and it had to come out.
You know, it's like a lot of the famous people. You know, they wanted to do certain things, but they didn't think that it would ended up being as big as it was.
Mm-hmm. Or as difficult as it was.
Difficult as it was.
Yeah.
And now they'll give it back if they could.
Yeah. Those people that we look at on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all these other social media platforms that we think or see as examples of success don't understand that it's the burden of success.
Yes.
That's really what it is. It's the burden of success.
Yes.
And I'm telling you now, there's so many people that are dealing with not just the burden of failure, but the burden of success.
Yes.
And I'm saying to you, a successful pregnancy will give you a birth. But a bad pregnancy will give you a birth too. Some people have experienced horrible pregnancies.
Yeah.
Still delivered.
Yeah.
Just like the ones who had a great pregnancy.
Easy pregnancy.
Oh, it was beautiful. Oh my God, I want to do it again because it was just so easy and so loving. And I was just this different things, different paths, same result. And we're going to go through each and every one of them so that you can see how one was a bad pregnancy, the other one was a good pregnancy, but you'll see the correlation in the two. And then we're going to also talk about the natural side of pregnancy and then the spiritual, how it connects to the spiritual side of when we talk about pregnancy. We're going to dig into that because I really truly believe if you ever understand that you're not in this by yourself as it relates to what you carry. We're all carrying something.
We are.
God has put us all in a situation where we carry something that he's given us. Scripture says it like this. We all have a treasure. It's in earthen vessels. Yes. So that the excellency may be of God.
Yes.
And not of myself.
Yes.
Yeah. I put it in you. And I put it in you on purpose. Because I knew you was imperfect. So anything that comes out of you at this point, knowing what we know about you, you know to give the glory back to me.
That's right.
Because you know it had nothing to do with you. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm saying to you, we're going to dig into all these things. And you're saying, why are you doing it tonight? Because it's this first night and I want to start establishing the premise of what we're talking, the foundation of what we're talking about.
So you're just giving them a little intro.
I'm just giving you a little snack.
Put people on edge.
Just a little snack. I'm not going deep into it tonight. I want to talk to you about what we're going to be dealing with the next several weeks.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about, I don't want to be pregnant. Because there's a process when you get to that.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah. And then you deal with that fight.
Pregnancy is not always fun.
It's that fight. Okay, so I don't want to be. So what do I do with it?
Yes.
Do I kill it?
Ooh, abort it.
Or do I allow it to mature and give and let it birth and give birth to it? Once, oh God, I want to save this one, but I'm gonna give this to you, and then we gotta go.
To feed.
You
gotta
gotta go.
Feed it.
I gotta go after I give you this one. I gotta give you this. Okay, Lord, I'm releasing this. Once you have given birth to it, it's no longer belonging to you.
Once it's been released, it don't belong to you anymore.
Once you birth it, it no longer belongs just to you. As long as it was in you, and it was just in you, you had a connection with it. It was in you. It was contained, right? It was in a space where it was confined and in one place. All the weight and the burden was on you at that moment. So every move you made, you felt. Every move it made, you felt it. Every time it turned, you felt it. Every time it shifted, you felt it. The minute you release it or birth it, it releases you from feeling that on the inside. Now what was in you is out, and now every move that it makes, it's not something you feel in here. It's something you feel right here.
Hit you at the heart. It's like when kids leave you.
When Jesus was born, Mary felt Jesus. He was in here. When Jesus was released, he no longer belonged just to Mary.
Right.
Now he belongs to the world.
Yes.
And sometimes it's that detachment that a lot of people don't want to deal with. So some women would rather stay pregnant. Have you heard? I've heard this. Have you heard of women that was so addicted to the pregnancy piece of it that once the baby was birthed, it was almost like, oh man, I miss being pregnant. I miss this. I miss the feeling the baby on the inside and moving and down. I've heard that, and I'm thinking, you ought to be glad you ain't got that weight in you no more. But I don't know the psychology and the psyche of a woman who has to have a living person, a living soul in that. It's a psyche that I'll never get. I'll never understand. I'm a man. I don't know. I never carry.
No, it's easy to. Sometimes it seems to be easier to carry it than it is once you have to deliver it and take care of it.
Yeah.
That's pressure.
Yeah.
That's pressure.
To know you never have to wonder where the baby is. You never have to wonder if it's going to wander off. If it's going to, if you're going to lose it somewhere in the crowd, or you're going to, it's going to hurt because of something that happens on the outside, because it's in here.
Yes.
The minute it's birth, it's no longer belonging to you at all. I'm saying we're going to talk about all that too, but we got to get to the birthing process. But we're going to be dealing with pregnancy for a while. All this is teasers. And I know some of y'all are commenting right now because some of you commented it's personal. But there are some of you who understand the pregnancy component. I've been going back and forth between natural and spiritual, because they intertwine more than you know. We're going to talk about all that. And I don't mean to tease you as much as I've been teasing you, but in the way I do, because I want you to be back next Tuesday. Because I want you to understand that there are some of you who are carrying some stuff in you right now, and you're saying to God, please, Lord, let me birth this.
Yes.
Please,
get this off me.
Please let me birth this. 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 And you're not understanding that you're in a certain trimester that doesn't require that certain trimesters, it's dangerous to give birth in.
Yes.
So maybe he has you in a trimester where he doesn't want you to give birth in, because giving birth in that season will kill you.
Yes.
And you wonder, why you don't bring this to fruition? And he's like, I messed you at. If I let this birth right now, it'll kill you. It'll do much more trauma to you
Yes.
than it will do you good.
Yes.
I know you want it to be delivered. I know you want it to be birthed.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I need this on the inside to mature.
Ooh.
Then we're going to talk about this, man. We're going to talk about this. I don't want to be pregnant. We're here every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube. And we're going to deal with these things. I have teased you the whole night. I know you've been saying, okay, are you going to get into it or what? And I'm like, I want to so bad because I know it's some stuff that I want to really just show y'all. But I read one thing that, and we're going to deal with that again. I'm going to deal with that. But I only wanted to kind of tease you a little bit because I'm telling you, I want you to go the whole time with me through this process.
Yes.
And we're going to have scriptures that, a few scriptures that we're going to deal with that's connected to what I'm talking about. But I want you to know that by the time we're done with this, hopefully someone will understand that this pregnancy thing ain't nothing to play with.
Mm-mm.
Asking God for something to be birthed in you means you got to carry it first.
Yes.
Some people don't want to carry it. They just want to birth right away.
Yes.
It don't work like that.
It's a process.
You know, and we really are about to wrap this up. People who have been working in a field for 20 and 15 and 10 years or whatever, and you would think by now they would be where they need to be. Because I mean, after all, you've been in the game for a long time.
Right.
So what's taking you so long? And you see some people that's just been in it for 2 years, 3 years, and boom,
Damn.
it just hits for them.
Yes.
Every birth don't go the same turn.
Ah.
We're gonna deal with all this, y'all. I promise you, we're gonna deal with all this. Every birth don't have the same turn.
It goes back to what you said. It may be a dangerous time for you to give birth. It's not the time.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get off here, y'all. I want you to really take what I said very seriously. It's personal. Be careful who you surround yourself with, who your circle is, your atmosphere, your environment. Okay? So we're gonna deal with that, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna stop teasing you for the rest of the night. You enjoy the rest of your night. You have a great rest of the week, and we are continuing to pray for you. You pray for us.
Please.
And we just believe that God is about to do some amazing things through this series. I don't want to get pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant. All right. Okay. So stop doing what it takes to be pregnant. Okay. Okay. No, I'm just playing. All right, y'all.
I want to be pregnant.
Oh, I'm sorry. That ain't happening.
Go try. Okay.
We don't mind trying though. Okay, we gotta go, y'all. We gotta go. Because we about to act a fool, and I don't want to act too much of a crazy fool. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all. We appreciate you. Next week, next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're back here, Facebook and YouTube. Please come on back, and y'all have a good rest of the night.
Good night.